topic at this point in time is gonna be a nutrient that our body needs for good health and for our immune system, something like that. Okay, in order for us to become strong, to become active, something like that, we can perform our job, our work, we can do anything. So it gives us energy. So this is vitamin. Okay. So vitamin is essential for our healthy growth. Okay, healthy growth of our different organs. Okay, and our body itself. Diba? Okay, so muna siya, vitamins. Okay guys. Di ba na maklaro? So, amin ako siya guys. Okay? So, maklaro diya guys ang akong kuan, whiteboard. Klaro no? Nakuha na ko ha. Vita. Di ba klaro? Black lang mo na dito guys. I have no black. Sure. Black vitamins. Okay? Maklaro. Oh yes. Yes, you. Vitamins. Okay. Okay. Ganon. Oh, tapos sa kong apple. Di ba sa Okay na? And we need to draw a flow chart. Okay? Ganon siya. Guys, our basis will be the vitamin B for the reason there are a lot of vitamin B. Okay, vitamin B complex, something like that. So we need to base our classification and our category to the vitamin B. So we have first here is our vitamin B. Okay? So vitamin B, so V or VB, right? Let me make it short. Vitamin B, ganon. Okay. Vitamin B composed of vitamin B1, vitamin B2, vitamin B3. Okay, let's make another flow chart here. Okay. So I'll just put VB1, VB2, and VB3. And another also we have. Okay, write that in a blank sheet of paper. Maybe this will come out in the future examination related to science or health science. So we have VB5, biochemistry or biology, right? VB5, VB6, and VB7. Okay, VB1 is vitamin B1, VB2 is vitamin B2. VB3 is vitamin B3, VB5 is vitamin B5, VB6 is vitamin B6, VB7 is vitamin B7. And another one also, we have vitamin B9 and vitamin B12. Okay, so this numbering from 1 to 12 is what we know as vitamin B complex. Okay, term for those vitamin B1, vitamin B2, vitamin B3, vitamin B5, vitamin B6, vitamin B7, vitamin B9, vitamin B12 are what we call vitamin B complex, usually fortified in majority of the food supplements, vitamins, and food supplements, vitamins, and multivitamins, right? Get the point. What do you call this one? Capsule, like an oblong, a small oblong like that, blah blah blah, and then there's a plastic container, just like only like that, okay? And then 50 pieces, 100 pieces, you have to take that one after breakfast, after lunch, after dinner, 3 times a day, every meal. So those are multivitamins, vitamins, or food supplements. So it cannot be denied, it should be rich in vitamin B complex, either of this vitamin B. Present good siya. Okay. Why nakainin mo present good siya? Because this vitamin B is in making red blood cells. Okay, and we need red blood cells for that in our vitamins. Okay? Yes, we're making red blood cells. And also, the food we ingested also, it makes us give energy. It gives us energy. Okay, making energy in short, right? Di ba mukhaon ta? So it gives energy, so it will make energy for us, right? Di ba? In simplest term. Okay, like that. Ganon. Okay? Di ba ang red blood cells are busy? Okay? Ganon. So, and then our red blood cells needs a lot of membrane protein, kaya good siya. Especially our hemoglobin, something like that. Okay? Now, we have our white blood cells also, right? Remember that one? Itong mga leukocytes, what else? Phagocytes, neutrophils, basophils, mesophils, like that. And as far as we could remember, the phagocytes will kill the bad microorganisms, and they will trap that one together with the Y-shaped protein known as the antigen, and the antibodies. Okay, if there's an antibodies, there's also an antigen, and then the white blood cells will cooperate and will couple to the Y-shaped protein, something like that. These antibodies. Get the point? So these are composed of membrane protein. Ganon. Ang kanitong mga antibodies, something like that. Okay? Now we have non-vitamin B. Non-vitamin B. Okay? Like that. The non-vitamin B is composed of, maklaro ba? Ako sa ituyo ka ang akong kuan. Ang non-vitamin B, guys, composed of vitamin C. Okay? I just put VC ha. Vitamin A. Okay? Vitamin A. Okay? Vitamin E. Okay? And vitamin, D. Okay? Vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin K, vitamin E, vitamin D. Ganon. You get the point? Okay. Now, vitamins can either be water-soluble and fat-soluble. Something like that. That's why most of the multivitamins, vitamins, or food supplements, okay, they will put in the ingredient phospholipid. Okay, because phospholipid will aid the movement and the transport of those fat-soluble vitamins, such as, take note, such as vitamin A, okay, K, A, D. So these are fat-soluble. Okay, like that. And then water soluble will be vitamin B and vitamin C. It is water soluble. Okay, so that's why it's very rampant and common, these kinds of vitamins, because it is soluble to water. And water is plenty in our environment, in our ecology, something like that. So it will be just flushed by our water during digestion, decomposition, biosynthesis. So wag yung silabad sa ulo, i-carry na din siya sa water. Okay? It doesn't need lipoprotein to carry, or phospholipid, something like that. Or, so you know the story? Or fat to carry that out. And so it's become fat soluble because the fat function is to carry them. Okay? The A, the K, and E, and D. So that's why, guys, there's an issues of A, K, E, D vitamins. Because, you know, it doesn't flow directly, okay, without the presence of this fat and lipid known as lipoprotein. So that is their job, to transport them places to places in our bloodstream to be distributed in those organ receptors that need vitamin A, K, A, D. Because all our vital organs inside our body needs vitamin A, K, A, D. Now, if we don't have enough level of protein, then problem also. If we don't have enough level of fat, then big problem also, because lipoprotein, meaning lipid, fat plus protein. Okay, so we cannot have fat to carry these fat-soluble vitamins in order to function properly inside our body. Okay, you get the point. Except for vitamin B and C, which can be transported and carried directly by water, because this is water-soluble vitamins and with high affinity of water, meaning to say this kind of vitamins are highly polar to water. There's a high polarity. Okay, you get the point. Something like that. So this vitamin B and vitamin C is really undergoing what we call as, you know, polar covalent bonding. Something like that. Get the point? Polar covalent bonding because of this polarity. And then this vitamins A, K, A, D, that is non-polar covalent bonding because it will never be soluble to water. It's a fat, right? So what do you call this one? Hydrophobic substances that will not dissolve to water. Get the point? So the band we have now is non-polar covalent band. So N, P, C, B, non-polar covalent band. Here is P, C, B. The polarity speaks for the water molecule. Okay? The non-polarity speaks for the fat constituent. Could either be a lipoprotein, okay, a specific, you know, what do you call this one, cholesterol, or a fat. The fatty acids could either be linoleic acid, stearic acid, something like that, linolenic acid, whatever. As long as it is a fat substance, does have a characteristic of being a fat or a lipid. Okay, ganon. So, diri magutang sila ang mga phospholipid kaayo diri sa vitamin sa A, K, A, D. Okay? Muna siya. You get the point? So, yun siya. So, fat-soluble and water-soluble ang atong vitamins. Okay? Fat-soluble. Ganon. Okay? Fat-soluble. Maklaro, guys? Okay. Mga palangga. Fat-soluble and water-soluble. Okay? Ganon. So, let's name this one by one so that during examination in the future, we can determine. Sometimes, guys, an examination will just say, blank is, what do you call vitamin B1? What is the another name of vitamin B1? Then you don't know because we don't have an idea because we are not a medical professional. But it could not be denied also. It will come up also in the examination, in the general science. Okay, like that. Okay, so ganon. So vitamin B1, guys. Tara na. Charot. At sa yung papason. Actually, this will not take a short time, this kind of vlogging, because I vlog all the vitamins. Actually, if we vlog only vitamin A for today, vitamin B for next day, because there's a lot of, explanation in every vitamin. But I will just give you an overview because I cannot, scrutinize like this, blah, 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 so and so. Because from A to K, imagine A, B, C, E, K. There's a lot of functions, disease to be obtained. Ganun. What are the control measures? What are the disease? What are the medicines needed? Mga ganon, di ba? Okay? So, murag na doktor ko. Doctor, wak. Okay? Disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. I'm just doing a research. Okay? Like that. Okay? So vitamin B1, it doesn't need to be a doctor to understand these things, right? Because this is our health. Okay? VB1 is equal to thiamine. Okay? So thiamine, guys. What is the function of a thiamine? Charots. Okay. Anybody? What is the function of a thiamine? Okay, if you have lack of thiamine or thiamine deficiency or vitamin B1 deficiency, what will be the disease? Something like that, di ba? Mga ganggang chuba-chucho. Okay? So the disease, if you have vitamin B1 deficiency, are very, very charot. Okay? And mental confusion. Okay. If you will see a lot of mga nabuang, okay, nautaman sa pangisip, they have lack of vitamin B1 because they have a mental confusion sa brain. Okay? So kana mga nabuang, na nervous breakdown, it's just because they have lack of vitamin B1, which is thiamine. Okay? And then biri also, it will found in maybe in the knee, in the leg, something that's very painful, something like that. This is called dry beriberi. Okay, and then if that is a wet beriberi, it will occur in the heart, in the cardiovascular disease. Okay, so wet beriberi and dry beriberi caused by lack of vitamin B1 known as thiamine. So, what is the function of thiamine? Okay, the main function of thiamine is for the breakdown, okay, and the digestion of the food we eat. Because as we learn, most of our food we eat rich in vitamin B, okay, like that. Get the point? In order we can improve our metabolic cycle or metabolism, that's the root of thiamine, and then also to help our central nervous system, okay, and our muscles to do their job effectively. Wow, central nervous system and our muscles to do our job effectively. Ganon. Okay, so meaning to say, guys, if we have lack of thiamine, meaning to say our cardiovascular central vascular system will be affected. Something like that. Get the point? So, central vascular, cardiovascular system will be affected in our heart. Something like that. Okay? So, muna siya ang mga sakit. Now, what are the foods we're going to eat that's rich in vitamin B1? Okay? So, it's gonna be the milk, okay, the meat, okay, the fish, fish, cereal, ganon, soybean, di ba? Kaloka. And then we have also the rice. At least, di ba na rice? Any kind of rice, charot. Then the brown bread or any kind of bread also. Okay? Like that. And then we have also the red bell pepper. The red bell pepper, something like that. Okay? And then, siya perli mong ganon. And the egg. Okay? And the liver. Something like that. Okay? So, muna siya kasagaran. And also guys, cheese. C-H-E-E-S-E, cheese. Okay? Like that. So, this rich in vitamin B1 or thiamine. O, diba? So, muna, wag ito yung mga berry-berry. Or wag ito yung mga mental confusion. Majority of us. Because we eat this majority in our lives. Dili-dili ala cool. Get the point? See? Milk, fish, meat, some will eat 3 times a day, especially chicken. Okay, or 2 times a day, especially chicken. Chicken is a meat, right? Some fish, cheese, cereal, soybeans, and rice. Dili-dili alatul. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner sa uban. Sa uban twice, sa uban, one lang. Nagkita rice cream. So, bread. Oh, walay rice, may bread ang uban. Okay? Like that. Then, liver. Some, like the liver of the pig, cow, beef, or anything. Liver sa mga camel. As long as it is liver, it doesn't specify what kind of liver is that. Okay? Like that. So, muna siya rich in vitamin B1 to avoid the deficiency of thiamine in your body, and of course, to avoid this berry-berry and mental confusion. Na di ba ganon? Okay guys, any question for the vitamin B1? Now let's go to vitamin B2. Chararap. Nagsasaon, George. Nakakaloka. Laoy. Bukit kayo mga mga hindi lang nagsasaon. Sige, ato mga general. Sige, let's do this. Okay. So vitamin B, guys, found in every food we ingested, right? To give us energy like that, and then it will give us protein also, and then it's make us good red blood cells. Okay, something like that. You get the point? Okay. Okay, kung walang red blood cells and then contains hemoglobin, then how can our vitamins will be transported to different organ receptors? That's the rule of the blood, right? It will be carried in the blood. And that's why our sampling in our medical result is in the blood, usually, or it's in the urine. Two times na yun siya, either urine or either blood. Dito siya ma-found ang mga substances because that's the rule of the blood for transportation and the movement of different substances like the blood, chupa-chuchu. Because there are substances, as I told you, madili siya ma-carry sa water. Ang blood ang mukuan. Diba? Bu-transport sa blood vessels, ganon. Okay? So, muna siya pangin sa vitamin B. Vitamin B lang general, wala iwan. Okay, vitamin B lang yun. So, nag-represent siya sa tanang kinatibok ang B. Vitamin B, right? So, vitamin B. Okay, ganon. Okay? So, energy, protein, and red blood cells. And another function also, guys, importante din siya, guys. Ang vitamin B po, katakong ipangkuan, most of siya ang mo-produce of collagen protein. Okay, yun ang collagen protein. Collagen protein, guys, in order for us to, to our tissues to become strong, tissues. Okay, like that. And then if our tissues will become strong, it will also trigger the muscles to become strong, like that. And then it will also contribute to the rigidity of your bones, and then bingo, you can have a very, very muscular and a healthy, lifestyle. Kung lifestyle yun talaga. Okay. So, dito lagi ka makabarog, makakungko. Okay, ganun-ganun. So, mayroon sa vitamin B. So, collagen. Okay, collagen protein for the tissues. Okay? And take note guys, ang collagen is 35%. This kind of protein is 35% in the whole body. The rest will be divided with chuba-chucho. But the collagen comprises the large percentage of protein is collagen in our body. Okay? The others, the 65% are divide chuba-chucho to others. Protein. Okay? But collagen is 35. Okay, meaning taas kay siya. Now, that's the reason also when your collagen drop when you're aging, okay, problem, mamunot ka, okay, wrinkles like that, mabako ka, matuyod imong kuan aside from deficiency of vitamin D. So your collagen drops also. For that, you need also vitamin D more. Okay, something like that. You get the point, not only vitamin D. Okay? So in ka-aging, manggawas naman ni diri ari ang mga collagen gamay na lang siya kayo imong build sa imong body. Okay, ang collagen protein. Okay, sa atong tissues, ganun. Okay, this vitamin B. General. Okay, not the B1, B2, B3, B4. Kaya naman sa ito siya iyang mga definitions. Ganun. Okay. Ay, nako. B1 pa ta, guys. Okay, mabot pa ta sa B12. Charot. Kaloka. Saan orang sa uy? Diba? Napay mga kuang-kuan, chucho. Tagaan ka mag-function lain sa B1, kaya naman siya lain function food aside from that. Okay, kung i-mention kanina, di ba? So, another function, because of carrots, grapes, ano pa sa? Okay. Diba? Actually, guys, why we say that it's for the energy, making up of energy, the vitamin B? Because it will regulate the carbohydrate metabolism. Carbohydrates. Okay? It will biosynthesize. That's why it will produce energy because majority of the energy comes from carbohydrates. Okay? And glucose is in there. C6H12O6. That's why energy good siya. Okay? Get the point. So, ano mo kung specific na yung question definition, what is the function of vitamin B1? Ano din mo? It is the function of regulating the carbohydrates metabolism in order to give energy to human being. Ganon. So, ganon siya kasimple. Lang siya. Okay? Ano siya answer? Now, vitamin B2. What is the name of vitamin B2? The specific name of vitamin B2? Anybody? Guys? Nakakaloka? This is riboflavin. Okay? Riboflavin. Okay, guys. Now, riboflavin, guys, is very common. Okay? It's very common. Why? For example, your lips will become cracked in the corner of your mouth. Crack, like that. It means you have lack of vitamin B2. Okay? Riboflavin, and then your mouth having soreness, S-O-R-E-N-E-S-S, and crack of that mouth here, right? Sometimes our lips like that. And then, aside from the wither, okay? It's another reason also. You have lack of vitamin B2 riboflavin. And also, the redness of your eyes. Take note. Sometimes, when you wake up in the morning, and then, wala kikili akong mata. Something like that. Okay? Then, you notice that in the whole month. Okay? Not only one day. Because if you notice that redness in your eyes in one day only, so it could have been you are tired in facing your laptop or your computer in doing an office job, making a report, making a document, a procedure, whatever, something like that. Your eyes are getting tired, it's getting strained, so it become red in the next morning, or you have lack of sleep. Okay? So, but if that is happening not only one day, for almost weeks like that. So, puwag yun siya, dali sa kilid-kilid. Okay? Any surface. So, you are developing this lack of vitamin B2 or riboflavin. Okay? Get the point? So, because these riboflavin are in the enzymes. Okay, enzymes of the eyes, nose, like that, mouth. Several enzymes is the function of the VB2, riboflavin. So, in the eyes, in the nose, in the mouth. So, if you lack of enzymes in there, so of course the reaction will not catalyze. Okay, will not activate the other vitamins also or other nutrients, right? So, problem. So, muna siya magtugay ng nabil or whatever. Okay, basta muna siya. Okay, so riboflavin ang tawag ana. Okay? But, di ba, sometimes mupuha itong mata, di ba? Red eyes. Okay? But it doesn't mean na nga mawala, it doesn't mean nga na nakikuan lack of riboflavin. Observe that also how many times or how frequent like that. Then go to the doctor because you need of vitamin B2. Maybe there's a medicine for that. Could it be a multivitamins like that? Because usually the doctor will prescribe a capsule medicine that contains vitamin B2, riboflavin ingredient of that particular tablet that the doctor prescribed to you, something like that. So consult your doctor. It's symptoms possessed. Consult your doctor, something like that, okay? Means you are having lack of vitamin B2, riboflavin. Ganon. Okay. Vitamin B3. What is vitamin B3? Kakaloka? Ano sa mali siya? Okay. Vitamin B3. Guys, this is very, very important. Actually, all are important. Okay, but nag-check ka ng primi na itong matagamtaman. Kaloka. Okay. Kanang common rabas atong adaw-adaw ang kinabuhi kana mo. Kada di makuha na itong mga ngabil, di ba? Mamuwa atong mata. Or common raman na may tabok. You get the point? Okay. Vitamin B3. Okay, sa man siya. Vitamin B3 is what we call niacin. So if you lack of niacin, what will happen to you? This is common. If you lack of vitamin B3 niacin, you have the chance to develop dementia. Wow. Dementia is the inability to remember. You cannot remember things happening around you. So you have lost your memory. You cannot think quickly. You cannot decide properly in life because you are forgetful, something like that. And it's just happening naturally. Okay? Not you forget because you have so many things in your mind. You always forget even though there's no reason. Okay? So you develop dementia for that. Okay, after that, if it is always na talaga siya, then you will develop Alzheimer's disease when you reach 60 years old, 80 years old. So you have lack of vitamin B3 niacin for that. You get the point? So vitamin B foods that I mentioned a while ago, just eat that regularly. Because the vitamin B general, composed from B1 to B12, composed of that food also for the B family, something like for the vitamin B family. Okay? So niacin. If you lack of niacin, you will develop dementia. Okay? Okay? Dahil na kita makalimot. You are very, very forgetful. You can't remember, loss of memory. You are not quick in thinking things that are very easy to think, okay, like that. You cannot memorize small things only, right? So those are dementia. Okay, and you will be sad, you will be alone, something like that. Effect of dementia. After the dementia, there is also another effect. You will be lonely, you will be you will not be going to your friends, something like that, okay? And then we have also dermatitis. Okay? Dermatitis. Okay. Dermatitis for the skin. Abnormalities of the skin surface. Normally there will be, extreme rashes or wound, something like that, or whatever, and it's very itchy or whatever, something like that. You cannot explain. Like a rashes, okay, and then it will never be lost, meaning persist for how many days, like that, like that, like that. Even though you wash it with soap, with any antiseptic, medicines or whatever, okay, or disinfectant, soap, whatever, di ka po siya mawak. So that's dermatitis, ha? So derm for the skin, okay. So usually it will attack the epidermis. Okay, epidermis, the outer layer of the skin. Okay? Like that. And then we have also the diarrhea. Okay? You always go to the toilet and remove your human waste, your stool, your fecal matter, like that, your feces. Like that. Feces, F-E-C-E-S, stool is T-O-O-L, bowel, B-O-W-E-L, and fecal, F-E-C-E-L, like that, are the same in meaning. Okay? Those are human wastes or animal manure. Human manure, to be specific, human manure, human waste, bowel, stool, fecal, like that. Okay, and feces. It's just the same meaning, ha? Tae. Okay. So, if you feel like that every time in the toilet, in one day, you can explain like that, and you feel abdominal pain, so you have lack of vitamin B3 or niacin. You get the point? Now, having this lack of deficiency and the diseases will be obtained, then we can easily also troubleshoot and determine easily the function of vitamin B3 and niacin. So it is for the good health of our skin. Because this is dermatitis. It is the good health, function of the good health of our, brain. Okay, like that. Because dementia or the central nervous system. Okay, now it is for the good health of our digestion or our gut. Gut, G-U-T, small intestine and large intestine, digestion. Because of this, klaro kayo ang mga sakit na nandito sa mga area. Okay? Dementia, central nervous system, dermatitis, skin, and diarrhea, digestion. Okay? So that is the function of niacin. Di ba importante si niacin? Okay? Kung di ka makalibang, problem na. Okay? Get the point? Okay. That is vitamin B3 for niacin. Charot. And then we go to vitamin B5. What is this all about? Actually, this will not be, this is only for medical, but, we don't know really. It will come out on the examination. And also to have an idea. Okay? A little bit of idea. Okay? So, vitamin B5, what is this all about? So, it carries the 5 name, pen-2 or penta. 5 sides. So the name is pentoathenic substance or pentoathenic. This is the another name of vitamin B social. Pentoathenic. Oh, di ba? Okay. This pentoathenic, okay, the rule is very, very important, guys. Okay, what's the rule for this? Nakakaloka. For synthesizing and metabolizing the fats, carbohydrates, and protein o bongga. Grabe ang functioning pentoathenic. Okay? For synthesizing and for the metabolism of the fats, proteins, and carbohydrates. And these 3 macromolecules or biomolecules are very, very important to human being health system. Without this, people will die. Okay? Fats, carbohydrates, and proteins. Okay? Diha palang daan, wayabo na. Okay? So, if our VB5 will not function properly, yabo. Because there's no will synthesize the food that we take in. There will be no metabolism happening. If this phentoanic substance will not function properly. Okay? So, muna siya mahitabo. Okay? So now, if you are having a deficiency of vitamin B5 and phentoanic, so what will happen to you? Muna siya grabe. It will cause you irritability. Okay, you always get angry. You irritated all the time without any reason. Saputon kayo ka. Meaning, you have lack of vitamin B5. Okay? So, wala matarong mag-synthesize and metabolize ng mga fats and carbohydrates and proteins. That's why, saputon ka ay kapilmi ka, sa buhay hinungdan. Okay? So, irritability. Ma-irritate ka pilmi. Okay? You got the point? Irritability. Okay? So, kung ma-irritate ka na, uy, kung lagi kong vitamin B5, gano'n. Di ba para masabda? Di ba madali lang intindihan? Hala, uy, pero mo kung maglagot sa puto, di ko kunin mo eh. That means you have lack of vitamin B5 or phentoathenic. So, irritability and sapajud. Okay? Now, if you cannot sleep, aside from you have the lack of melatonin hormone, okay, you cannot also sleep directly because you have lack of vitamin B5. So, that is insomnia. Okay? So if you are, you will sleep, you cannot sleep without any reason, it has to do something with your physiology inside your body already, okay? Because there's no reason. Okay, unless you are, you are drinking coffee, you are drinking tea, you are drinking cola, because it contains caffeine that cannot allow you to sleep quickly. Okay? So, aside from that, there's an insomnia for you, so sure you have lack of vitamin B5 in your body. Okay? So, your carbohydrates, your proteins, and fats are not being metabolized and synthesized properly because you have lack of phentoathenic substance. Oh, ganon. So this is insomnia. Okay, what else? Depression. Uyaw dyan din ang VB5 because if you lack of VB5, you will commit suicide. Okay? Because too much depression affects vitamin B5. Okay? Just like in the mental confusion. Okay? Get the point of lack of vitamin B1. Okay? So makabuang po ni siya. Okay? You will, because it attacked your central nervous system. Okay? Nakakalupa. Okay, so irritability, insomnia, depression, ganun siya ba-chuchu. Okay? And then you have also the fatigue, ganon. Fatigue, magluya ka permi without any reason. Even if you don't have work, you don't have heavy works, you're just sitting, you're just standing, and you get tired, like that. Okay, so you lack of vitamin B5 phentoathenic substance. Okay, ganon. What else? Okay, extreme abdominal pain. Okay, abdominal pain also. Aside from food poisoning, maybe you have lack of vitamin B5 also for that. Okay, muna siya. Get the point? Muna siya sa vitamin B5, ha? Phentoathenic acid. Phentoathenic. Okay. Vitamin B6. What's this all about? Charot. Okay. B6 na ka. Vitamin B6. Okay. So this is pyridoxine. Pyridoxine. Okay, this is the chemical term. This is equivalent to VB6, chemical substance, the vitamin B6. So, what is the role for this? Okay, what is the role for this? Okay, so the role for this is to produce of phosphoridoxine phosphate. Allah, phosphate, it has to do something with the bone, right? As you can remember, the phosphorus and the calcium regulation needs to maintain the rigidity of our bone, the health of our bone. After the absorption of vitamin T, like that, in the either in the heat of the sun, or in the food supplement we take, or in the food we take, that goes into the liver and into the kidney, something like that, and it will be converted to calcidiol and calciferol, and then it will maintain the level, an adequate level of the calcium and phosphorus. So, klaro kayo na pyridoxine phosphorus. So, klaro kayong deficiency, it has to do something with the bone chuba chucho. Right? Okay. So, this is needed for the, for the amino acid synthesis. Okay? Like that. Or, it needs as a coenzyme to produce amino acid. Like that. Because synthesizing needs an enzyme to do that. How can it will be synthesized if an enzyme will not function properly also? Okay, so it is needing a coenzyme or enzyme. Pareho na siya. Okay, so in order to produce an amino acids that will help to produce pyridoxine phosphate. Ganon. Okay? Now guys, if you lack of vitamin B6 pyridoxine, what will happen to you? Charot. Nakakaloka. So you feel nervous always. Nervousness. Without any reason. Pero kang mahadlok, masagway rason, like that. So it has to do something with your nervous system. Okay? And then irritability, the same as B5. Okay, like that, and burning feet syndrome. It feels like your feet will always get hot. You notice that also? Okay, and then it will very painful, yung bagtak. Okay? Di ba sometimes painful our, kasi na namin yung Kasi English, yung bagtak. Kaloka. Okay? Di ba? Ano siya katong-tawag ng burn feet syndrome? Charot. Diba? And then also, you will feel fatigue, same as B5. Related siya gamay. Okay, and then difficulty in walking. Grabe naman eh. So, if you lack of B6, difficulty in walking. So, because it has to do something with the bone health. Because as I said earlier, phosphate is from phosphorus. Contains phosphorus, which is regulation of the bone health, and it's related, right? Pyridoxine phosphate. That's why difficulty to walk, because it is deficiency in this amount, pyridoxine, which is vitamin B6. So, pasok sa banga. Okay, if you lack of vitamin B6, pyridoxine phosphates, then same as phosphorus pala and calcium. So, difficulty in walking, because normally, the reason for that is your bone, of course, the skeletal. Or what else? Spinal column, right? Joints, ligaments, ano pa? Mga chupa-chupa-chuchu. Mga connectors ng mga bone. Ankles, A-N-K-L-E-S, di ba? Isa pa? Basta. Okay. And then we have, the last will be the signs of loss of muscular body. Kana bitaw mura kag daot kay katanaw, mura kag luya kay tanawon ba nang murag kasi Bisaya na uy kanang murag kag wekaon muna siya English lang ni siya, signs of muscular loss body, signs of muscular loss of body, murag luyat katanaw ba luyat kasi to na uy lusyang. Okay, so lusyang kay katanawon, murag dili ka healthy ba? Then luya ka pirmi ngana. So you are having the signs of loss of muscular body. Of course, if you are luya, it has to do something with your muscular. Okay, musculoskeletal bones like that, of course. Okay? So it's gonna be the deficiency of pyridoxine phosphate because this will be produced, okay, by synthesizing these amino acids through this coenzyme. Get the point? Ganon. Nakakaloka. Muna siya vitamin B6 ha. Pyridoxine. Ganon. You get the point? It's very important also. Okay, guys. Ngayon ay rinata sa VB7. Okay? VB7. Ang sabi na siya. Ang sabi naman siyang VB7. This is biotin. Okay? VB7, guys, for example. Guys, are you listening to me? VB7, for example, you are at the age of 30 years old, but then you lost your hair immediately. And you wonder, why I lose my hair? Others are not losing my hair, losing their hair, something like that. Because you have lack of biotin, vitamin B7. That's the rule of the biotin. Okay, for the hair growth, nail growth, skin growth, particularly the glowing of your skin. This is the function of your vitamin B7 or the biotin, something like that, okay? So that means if you have lack really, you don't have too much hair around your body. What I mean, wala ka mag-shave, pero wala dyan kayo mga hairy portion. Sa imong ilok, sa imong wakay bulbul, okay? Then wala ko kay mustache. And then kung kayo mga gamera kay kag eyebrow nga nasa yung mga gamera kag buhok kinama sa initial hair, di ba kaning eyebrow? Basta all parts of the body that are hairy, so it's very less because it will not develop the hair growth if you have lack of vitamin B7 or biotin. Not only that, but the nails. For example, if your nails are masamad or dili siya mutubo dayon, okay, so you have also lack of vitamin B7 or biotin. Nails. And then the skin also. Dali na kay kamasamad. Like that. Magawasin ang dugo. Okay? So you are lack of vitamin B7 biotin. Okay? Lusparon ka, ana-ana. Diba? Ang skin. Bati kaayo. Gas-gas. Okay? Kuan kayo may hasang. Something like that. Hasang mo ng skin. So dili glowing. Because this is the function of the vitamin B7 for having your skin so smooth, glowing, like that. You have rich vitamin B7 or biotin, vitamin B7 biotin in your body. Okay? So skin, hair, and nails function for the growth and the health of the story. This is the function of vitamin B7 or biotin. Now let's go to vitamin B12. Okay. Before that, let's go to VB9. Of all the vitamin B complex, guys, the VB9 is the only different because it is an acid. Okay, it is a folic acid that's also an ingredient of some vitamins also for the, biosynthesis inside our body because it is an acid. Okay, for the interaction of other organic compound during esterification reaction that will produce, for example, glycerized esters plus water. Ganon. Okay? Folic acid. Okay, acid behavior man siya. Carboxylic group of organic compound. So folic acid is the only acid in all vitamins from B1 to B12. Just memorize that one because maybe the question will say, of all the vitamin B complex, which of the following is an acid? Okay, your answer will be VB9, folic acid. Ganon. So, siya rin nalahi. Okay, now let's go to the, VB12. Kakaloka. So, VB12 is cobalamin. Charot. Nakakaloka. Cobalamin. So, this is C-O-B-A-L-A-M-I-N-E. Klaro kaayo na siya'y amin. Okay? Like that. You get the point? Oh, cobalamin. Okay, what's the function for this? Cobalamin. Okay, what's the rule for this cobalamin? Okay, this is for the good production of our red blood cells or our hemoglobin. You get the point? Something like that. Okay, so it needs to speed up the process of hematopoiesis. Natalog ko na tayo. So, hematopoiesis. This is the process, okay, like that. The process of producing hemoglobin or the red blood cells is called hematopoiesis. Hematopoiesis. Vitamin B12 na siya ha. Okay, like that. Sa red blood cells. Okay, now and also for the synthesizing of our nucleic acid. That's why if you lack of vitamin B12, it can cause you anemia. Okay, anemia also guys. Okay, because you have lack of red blood cells. Okay, same of vitamin B6, right? B6 ba siya? Yes. Okay. Get the point? Wala siya. Ang vitamin B2. So, you memorize na from B1 to B12. Okay, it's up to you. Just put on the sheet of paper. Ganon. So, we are done now with vitamin B. So long, right? Talking only for vitamin B. And there's still vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K. Do you wonder why wala din siya vitamin F? It's only no vitamin F, ha? Except wala yung vitamin F. Ano lang siya? A, B, C, D, E, K. And the complex says, chuba-chuchu, it will sum up to 13 vitamins circulating inside our body. Okay? Like that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Because B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B7, B9, B12, A, C, K, E, D. For example, if the examination in the future science examination, how many vitamins we have inside our body? Because these 13 are functioning now inside our body. Daily alatul, every second, every minute, every hour, they are collaborating inside our anatomy structures and then the physiology, okay, in our system inside, okay, along with other macromolecules and biomolecules, carbohydrates, proteins, chupa-chucho, nucleic acid, like that, right? Acids, alcohol, once sila dito mo collaborate ang 13 vitamins to make us healthy and strong, like that, to give us energy, to improve and to go have a good immune system. Nasapit ako kandila. Okay? Like that. Okay, 13 siya, hadyo kalimot, 1, 3. And then, for example, enumerate the 13 types of vitamins. So, B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B7, B9, B12. Okay? C, A, K, A, D. Ganon. And then, usually, dito naman na siya na, what is the another term? As long as B1, check naman na siya. Okay? Daog na siya, pasok sa banga. Because the question will not say, perfectly enumerate the 13 vitamins. If you put vitamin B1, it's already mean thiamine. Okay? Then if you, this hindi mo makagaling, butangan mo thiamine, riboflavin. So that is, that is rare. Usually you will say vitamin B1, vitamin B2, vitamin B3, ganon. So that it's easy for you to enumerate. Then, if there are questions that will specify really, for example, what is another name of vitamin B9? That's the time you'll say, folic acid. Diba? Ganon siya. Okay? So what is vitamin B3? Usually, I remember in our high school, in the nutrition examination, there's also just like a science fair and there's a quiz bowl. And sometimes the question is like this: blank is vitamin B3. Ganun. And the answer is niacin. Okay? I remember lang, may flashbacks ako memory. Okay? Like that. Because nutrition, if, di ba, nutrition day, high school, elementary, most of the questions are related to the nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and food. So it's the time also that the questions having like this also, what type of vitamin that regulates the red blood cells? Ganon, ganon. Oh, di ba? Oh. So, thank you so much for your cooperation in listening to my vitamins discussion. Charots. Okay, saan naman ito kung Bye-bye, God bless everybody. See you later for the next segment. Okay. You can click the notification bell for some news updates from the singer, Eternal Voice. You can subscribe to the channel if you want and click the notification news updates of I Am a Singer, Eternal Voice. We'll be coming back for vitamin C, vitamin A, C, A, D, and K. So, to give you an overview, which vitamin you lack if baog ka, you cannot produce a baby. What vitamin you lack? Okay, it's vitamin E or vitamin K. Something like that. Okay? You get the point? Something like that. Vitamin E or vitamin K. So, this is the kind of vitamin that you lack for male and female because your sex hormone are not fully developed because it doesn't have enough vitamin to react in the nucleic acid to develop the sex chromosomes. So, because sex chromosomes can develop your hormones, sex hormones, and you will not become productive and sterile. Okay? If you lack this vitamin. Okay, let's go back to discuss that. Thank you so much. Yes, bye-bye everybody.